Never mind who you thought I was. I'm Rick James, bitch.
The one and only, the original.
Illastr8 Radio now.
I was born by the river. I was shaking that ass, bending over, popping pistol. I was making that cash. Bring that ass here, boy. Turn it up. Fuck you, man.
Great day, magical, beautiful human beings. And we are back with another episode at Illastr8 Radio. Before we get into this show, I am definitely missing my co-host, but she will be joining us later, T Gray. How you doing, beautiful Mimi? Well, DJ Styletto. I'm sorry. I know her personally. My bad. I be slipping up. How you doing, Styletto?
I'm okay. How you doing? I'm a little tired. It's been a long day. It's been a long week, but we pressing.
Yeah, I bet it has been a long day. It has been a long day. All right. So I need everyone to make sure that you are following us on our YouTube channel, Illastr8 Radio and WEMS as well, because we are going live from there right now as we speak. So there is no reason why you cannot be up and upbeat with us and what's going on as well. Make sure you definitely check us out on our Roku TV 7 on demand channel. And our shows are on replay. So I don't want no excuse as to why you can't catch up or have been not caught up, because what we got to say is real interesting. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I'm gonna get right into it. Just my luck. Just my luck. Bam. And it is just my luck that I am going to be hosting, Illastr8 Radio along with T Gray will be hosting and doing the media coverage for my boy Maddox, actually, that's his name, and is with Foreign Labor and Roxy. This fashion show, I'm telling you, it's going to be so awesome. The fact that we have an amazing Black or Nubian king and queen actually taking the reins and showing us everything in their creativity and exposing us to all of that. I'm super excited to be a part of it. It is this Sunday. It will be held in Brooklyn, New York. So if you are out in Brooklyn, New York, I need for everyone to make sure that y'all go to that Eventbrite, because I'm telling you, VIP, I even had to I couldn't even get me a front row seat, you know what I'm saying? But VIP is already sold out. A couple of the other, I think it's like a second segment ticket, another along with VIP. VIP all sold out, period. So just don't even try to get that, but go ahead and get that general admission ticket. They're going to have a super show. It's going to have a lot of entertainment involved in the mix, and we're going to have some dope ass vendors. I keep saying we because I feel like I am also a part of this event.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, and I'm super stoked about it. Maddox is a super dope designer. I wish he could have been on live right now, but because I wasn't really prepared, I didn't align the stars properly, I couldn't get him on the show right away. Him or Roxy, I couldn't line them up. So again, shout out to you, Maddox, and Foreign Labor. I'm super excited to see exactly what the new line is. He's given us a little bit of a sneak tip with his mirror collection. So that shit should be fire. So, Mimi, I wish you could be there too. Dang.
Yeah, I wish I actually thought about it, but my schedule won't even allow it for real.
Yeah, I know. Booked and busy. That's how we like to do. So what's up with you? What you got going on?
Getting ready for spring, getting ready for March. March is actually one of the biggest months for me. I'm booked every weekend, every day of the weekend. And then also launching back my spring line for House of Styletto as well. So everything is back to back to back. I'm tired. We mommy and I'm tired.
Girl, who you tell? I think we all just gotta kind of take a breather. It was a very emotional and tumultuous week, especially yesterday being 2/2/22, which is very significant. I felt a lot. My heart was feeling really heavy, but it was so many blessings that was pouring in at the same time. Yeah. And I feel like, in the midst of everything and all the chaos, you kind of just got to learn to find your peace in it all.
Yeah, I felt good yesterday. I went to one of my DJ brothers' weddings. It was really nice. In Baltimore, a little two. They got the wrecking. So
oh wow.
Yep. It was really interesting. It was a good time. Shout out to you again, Melissa. Congratulations again. glad to have experienced the experience. Peace and blessings.
Yes, it was a beautiful wedding. You looked amazing, by the way. I was loving all the
Thank
dress, the
you.
shoes, and the photo. Yes,
My
fabulous.
little one too. Yeah.
You been doing. Not saying that you ain't never do extra, but it's a little extra magical, mythical stuff falling on there. I got some
My
little,
little
it's like
one
some
too.
fairy that's.
Painted it real good. Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna get right into our spit that ish. Okay, so spit that ish. Wendy Williams. Unfortunately, her show will be coming to an end in. I think he said Debmar Mercury. Debmar Mercury announced this past week that unfortunately, this is a bittersweet moment. Um, it's a bittersweet moment for our partners and us at Fox. We all have a great love and affinity for Wendy, who grew up to be a true icon in her whole 12-year incredible seasons at a solo host live daily talk show, dishing hot topics and interviewing nothing but celebrities. Since Wendy is still not available to host the show, she continues her road to recovery, and they understand that. And the good thing is always think glass half full, never half empty, right? So the beautiful thing is that Sherry Shepherd will be filling in her spot. Now Sherry Shepherd goes on to say that she's not filling in for Wendy. She's not trying to be a Wendy because no one can really fill Wendy's shoes. She's a true icon in everything that she does. And the fact that she's a legend. She's a legend in radio as well. So it's a beautiful thing to see. And she'll be doing her own show. It's going to be self-titled. So we're excited to see about that as well. So it's always growth, and we're wishing Wendy all the best in her recovery as well, because dealing with all of those health issues, it takes a really strong person to still be able to be present and be here with us. So
it's sad to see her go because she's such an influence and such a person in our media. I'm just sad that all of this happened to her. Like it was like a back to back to back kind of thing.
Yeah. It was a lot.
She sounds better. Like from the
she sounds better. She sounds better. Wendy is crazy because she's iconic. Uptown King 77. So low Wendy alone. You leave her alone. But so I'm super excited because anyone who knows me knows that I'm a Tupac Shakur fan, and he comes from very, very, very strong roots. And his mom, former Black Panther, I always feel like I'm saying her name wrong. So Athena Shakur. Jasmine Guy will actually be doing a biopic on Athena Shakur and her whole tenure to being a Black Panther. I think that is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful thing. It's very significant. The mother of the rap legend, like I said, Tupac Shakur, prominent member of Black Panther Party, story is finally being told, because I didn't know how this story wasn't told prior to, because you understand exactly where he's coming from and the person that he is because of the mother that he is. And we're going to get into another strong mother as well too. But this is a beautiful thing. The movie will be called Peace, Love, and Respect. And a Panther 21 story. So this is beautiful. I didn't get to read the full exact thing of everything that's going on, but it's definitely going to start back in June 16, 1969, excuse me. In her time during the Black Panther Party during 1971. So this will be a super, I'm very interested. I'm very intrigued. She's a beautiful woman, and she's went through so much and actually healed and overcome so much as well. And to produce such a godly being as well, that just goes to show you that women are God. So shout out to you, Athena Shakur,
her story.
And Jasmine Guy. Yeah, Jasmine Guy's a dope. But you said her story is what?
Her story needs to be told.
Yeah, it does, for sure.
Like, not even just like I'm Tupac Shakur mother. Like that's
but yeah, they're going to go back from when she's adolescence and teenage years. They're going to go back. Yeah, that's what I want to see. I want to see what created this divine feminine woman right here, because I'm telling you, like, she's a beast. Talking about influential mothers, anyone has, I'm not sure if you actually been hip to Kanye West's Netflix series that he had pretty much. And one of the scenes was actually very beautiful. And she quoted, she said, if a giant looks in the mirror, he'll see no one. And she pretty much was saying to her son that you have this big personality. She said that she has this big personality. You've always been a person of that's very opinionated, very well intelligent, very well spoken, and you're very aware of yourself. However, when you look into the mirror, because you're such a big person, you also have to be humble enough that
Mhm.
even a giant can't see himself. Yeah. So it was, I just thought that was really beautiful. And saying that he's coming out with a new album, The Donda 2. He made a tweet earlier this week that pretty much said that no, you can't be on my mama album. And I thought that that was really super sweet. Um, yeah. So anyway, Kanye West, once again, he always does social media in a beautiful, beautiful way. T Gray will be back. I'm sorry, Tycoon0822. T Gray will be here with us in a second. Yeah, she's just running a little bit behind, but we're gonna cover, we got her covered. You know what I'm saying? Her energy is still with us. Anyway, so the Donda Experience performance in Miami was a live concert, served as a global listening session for the hip hop superstars album Donda 2. Fans of Ye now listen to Donda 2 exclusively on the billionaire mogul STEM player streaming device. Okay, let me slow myself down. According to West, the album would not be available on DSP such as Apple Music and Spotify. He trying to keep it real exclusive, and I ain't even mad at you. The STEM player is on sale for $200 at KanyeWest.com and at stemplayer.com. Go ahead, Kanye. Kanye is always, I feel like he's a super intelligent marketing genius. The fact that he's come up and done so many different collabs with so many different people, from Pusha T to the Migos, Jack Harlow, Fivo, I mean, Alicia Keys, Playboy Cardi, of course, Drake, because him and Drake did a bomb song together, The Baby. It's just, it just goes on.
Have you seen his documentary? You watched the documentary yet?
Yeah, that's what I was talking about, the documentary
Oh,
on
amazing.
Netflix. Yeah, on it definitely is amazing. I haven't completed it and finished it all the way yet because anybody who also
I
knows
just
me
watched
knows.
the first one, but it was just so intriguing. Like it was just so easy to pull. Like it was like, oh yeah. And the
Yeah,
fact that he had this man filming all of this time and like nobody really knew what was up, it's like, wow. Just to catch that like classic footage of different, people we look up to.
Yeah, it was definitely a good look. Now, I love to see beautiful Nubian magic, especially when it comes from our goddesses. And we have a beautiful Tammy Williams will be the first Black woman. Now, she is about to surpass Tyler Perry. I think she did surpass Tyler Perry. She's a
Really?
multi-million-dollar film production studio in Atlanta. Like I said, move over Tyler Perry. It looks like a new multi-million film producer taking over Atlanta area. Meet Tammy Williams. And isn't she beautiful? Williams has now become the first Black woman to own a multi-million-dollar film and post-production studio in Atlanta. The entertainment industry veteran has been working in the film and television business for over 25 years. I love these silent killers. I love the silent giants who are making these big steps, but you can't really feel them, but you know they in the earth and they vibrate and everything. This is a beautiful thing. According to her IMPD BD page, William launched her first digital production company called Tammy Della Films in 2016. Now she'll continue to living out her dreams in her very own studio, smack dab in the middle of the Big Peach. Talk about a full circle moment. I love to see it. The studio will cost, get this, a whopping $135 million to build. Oh my gosh. Yo, shout out to that. I love to see it.
I just need to
And the
borrow
fact
like
that the studio, I wish you
one
could put
million.
the picture back up because the studio is beautiful. Like, I don't know. Can you flick that back up for us real quick? And
I
I
just
wish
need like 1 million. Like I'll just take one.
just give me one. I'm good
Out
off
of that
that.
135, she good without one. Like she can lose one.
Yeah, she can definitely. But you know what? The good thing is that this is going to bring so many job opportunities in Atlanta and for creatives and stuff like that. Um, I think it's just a beautiful thing. And I love to see us winning. So shout out to you, Tammy, for doing your thing. And anyone in Atlanta, definitely this is a time to tap in. When you know that these opportunities are brewing, you have to figure out a way to tap in soon. I don't know if it's going to be real estate wise, and contracting opportunity, because I don't like to say employment, because if you can do employment, that means you can find yourself a contractor. You can create a contract and be your own employer. Yeah, Google that on YouTube. But anyway, I definitely want Mimi. I just want to make sure I prepare you for the mix. In a few minutes, we have a super awesome guest coming back to join us after Mimi's mix, Richie Rich. His story is very interesting. I need for everyone to make sure that y'all stay with us. We need your questions and everything. He's been on shows like Martin, House Party. So we gonna see what he all about. You know what I'm saying? So Mimi, you ready for that mix? And hopefully T Gray can join us, because I'm gonna need you, boo. I need you. I need you. Oh, there she go. Hey, gorgeous. Hey. Right before we went out, I love to see it. You're so pretty,
ladies. Oh, thank you. Thank you. You know, I stun on you hoes every once in a while. What's up? Happy Wednesday.
Yes, happy Wednesday, boo. I was just throwing it to our girl DJ Styletto so she can go ahead and bring us on with a mix. But I'm glad you came in, because I manifested you, because I just said to myself, I was like, I need you. And then voila. I swear, the power of the tongue, I'm telling you, it's amazing.
Yeah, I am.
It's better than the rose. All right, Styletto, you're ready for the ting on ting? Brethren, you say you're ready? You're ready. You're ready, because he didn't give you an intro, so you just can come on, hop on in. Oh, boom, 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 boom. We can't hear, boo. We can't hear. I don't think she realized. Styletto, we can't hear. I see you grooving.
Oh.
Okay, so while we have you just muted, we can't hear you. Can't hear you. So while we let Styletto get all situated and stuff, maybe you could go ahead and give us our love. And are you ready for that real quick?
I stay ready.
I stay ready.
I stay ready.
All right, we're gonna give her a chance to come back in. Hopefully we can catch a mix from her. If not, we're gonna on the we're gonna wait for the guest to come back in and she can close us out with something really sweet. But T Gray, go ahead and give us something for that love.
So we're going to go ahead and jump right into this, you guys. What's up? Happy Wednesday. Today's love and is going to be some shit I'm just making up on the whim. It's love and staying ready, you guys. I know that the phrase is always, if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. But what exactly does it mean to stay ready? You could be well prepared for the wrong shit. Okay, let's just call a spade. You could have your overnight bag with your fly heels, your little cute nighty situation, and then all that get canceled. Would you stay ready for? You stay ready for the wrong thing. But a lot of times when I'm speaking to you all, I'm always speaking from the tense of how we're building, how we're branding, how we're growing. So using that phrase, staying ready so you don't have to get ready. When you're building your business, when you're building who you are, have a firm understanding of what you need and not only what you need today, but what you may need down the line. If I'm opening a restaurant, I know down the line, I'm going to need some forks, some plates, some napkins, some chairs. I know my immediate need might be the water being on, the lights being on, the permits getting passed. But keep in mind, as you're building yourself and as you're building what you want to have, and you're using these phrases and you're throwing these terms around, staying ready so you don't have to get ready, that is being prepared for what is to come down the line, not prepared for your hypothesis, not prepared for whatever it is your guess that's going to happen, or you think might go this way, or the party you thought you was going to go to. That's not what it is. It's definitely when you're goal setting, when you're making your plan to reach your goals, you definitely also have to include what is it going to take to prepare you? What is it going to take to get you ready to receive, get you ready to grow, get you ready to build? If you're not in the proper mindset up here, you guys, you'll never be ready. And so keep that piece too. Number one is staying ready up here. If you're not ready up here, the rest of this doesn't even matter. You could be totally ready here. You know what I mean? You can have your dream, you can have your passion. And yes, it does start here. But if you're not ready here, and if you can't put your plans in place to reach your goals, and then here you are out, stay ready. No, fuck you.
Hey, stay ready
Get
so you
ready.
never have to get ready.
Yes. Get ready, you guys, because 2022 is almost over. It's a lot to come for everybody.
I'm so here for it. Yeah, staying ready so you never have to get ready. That is definitely something I live by. You know, that's one of my favorite phrases. So Styletto, our guest is here. So I guess you can close out on a mix when we are actually a little bit able to hear, because we still can't hear you, baby girl.
But our guest is
here. Yes, I would like to
Yay.
welcome in Richie Rich.
Richie Mac is in the building.
Hey, I go to bed, Richie Rich. I gave him a new nickname and everything. Hey,
yeah, changed my name and everything. What's going on?
Hello. Thank you for bringing all that dope energy in the building. Welcome to Illastr8 Radio.
Illastr8 Radio in the building. What's going on?
Richie Mac, you are the jack of all trades, Richie Mac, when it comes to acting, when it comes to the voiceovers you've done, when it comes to production, and you have your new travel show that you're doing. What is it, brother, that you haven't done?
You know what I haven't done? What's funny? Believe it or not, I have never done stand-up comedy.
I was just about to say that. I was literally going to say that.
I'm afraid of stand-up comedy, because I feel like, I can always blame somebody else. If I do a bad movie or I do a bad episode, I can blame somebody else. But stand-up, that's just you. So I gotta be on point. So I've always been scared of that. I'm gonna do it one day though. But first, don't be
scared, because to be a good stand-up, you have to bomb.
Before we get started, I have to give a shout out to these three beautiful sisters, man. You understand? I've been in Thailand. I get to see three beautiful sisters when I wake up in the morning. Three different shades. Y'all looking like In Vogue up here in this piece. Looking like Keisha Campbell over there.
We couldn't have stuff. We couldn't have stuff at all. So I'm definitely happy to have you on. It's a pleasure having you on. Thank you. We appreciate it.
Now we got that out of the way. Now I can hear your question. I'm sorry. What were you saying, sister?
Oh, I forgot.
I was gonna say. Okay,
I'm at that age where if I don't, in the first 5 minutes, it's gone.
Right.
I was asking, with all of your work in the industry, this is 30 years in the game, you guys, of acting and producing, and you've done voiceovers, and you've done so many things within the industry, and now you are producing and hosting and putting on a fantastic travel show. What is it that you haven't done? You said comedy, and then let me see, what else did we go?
I know what you said. You're talking about don't be scared.
Oh, that's what it was. I had to run it back in my mind. Okay, so you said you were scared. I'm trying to tell you, bro, don't be scared. Just because in order to be a good comic, you're going to have to bomb. You're going to have those bad days in order to have the better days later on. So me being a new comedian, and all my jokes are my babies right now. All of them I'm filling out and trying to make sure that they stick. It's going to be sometimes that they don't. It's going to be some audiences that's not feeling me. But if I don't get back up there, what difference does it make? You know what I mean? Your first acting gig, or first time somebody may have said, you know what, we might not want Richie Mac for this role. It didn't stop you. You know what I mean? You got to keep going.
Facts. I'm going to remember that if I ever get my nerve up. I remember what you said. I remember that. I'm going to hold that now.
But
And I'm gonna be there.
The
I'ma be
crazy
there.
thing about
Look.
nerves, the crazy thing about butterflies is that they also still make you feel good inside, right? I get butterflies every time I do this show. Every time it says going live, and it's about to go on in 2 years, and every single time it goes live, I am like, I gotta find my rhythm and my groove. So nerves are a good thing. They just keep you on your P's and your Q's and stuff like that. Keep you on your toes. So don't let the nerves scare you. But I definitely, because I don't feel as though people don't really know, like, you look completely different, and not really completely. Actually, you still look the same. You actually look younger compared to what we saw in the movie. Because when he was explaining the scene to me, I did not remember. But then after I saw your face, I was like, oh, I definitely remember the scene from House Party and stuff. So give us some insight about the things that you have done and accomplished in the movies that you've been in and the shows that you've been in, because I mean, I know, but I want you to tell it.
Well, it started with Hollywood Shuffle, right out of high school. Robert Townsend, my mentor, my friend, my big brother, like, he put me on and like gave me a chance because, I was explaining before, what a lot of people don't know about Hollywood Shuffle, most of that movie was improv. There wasn't even a script. We would just rehearse scenes and we would figure out what was funny, and then we would find the funny in just the scene. And then we would go and bootleg our shots. Like, we wake up on Sunday mornings in LA and then go shoot all our film before people woke up. We'd shoot our scenes. So I didn't know, like, at the time, the great Keenan Ivory Wayans, the great Damon Wayans, the great David Allen Greer. I didn't know these people. These were like all people I was just meeting. So he knew they already had relationships. So, Rob would just give me little things to do. And then slowly, as time went on, by the end of the movie, I'm rapping at the end. I'm a killer pimp. I'm a black actor. Yeah. And that's what started for me. A woman by the name of Tony Livingston, Jackie Brown and Livingston Casting. They're the ones who originally put me on. Tony Livingston found me out of high school. Cuba Gooding Jr. and I went to high school together. Actually, I came out the year he came in. So they were calling him the next Richard McGregor, which is my real name. Richie Mac's the abbreviation. And you see Cuba, bless his heart, man. I hope he's doing well. I haven't spoken to him in years, but bless him. So did that after Hollywood Shuffle. I really made my name and my money on commercials, on television commercials. That's how I bought my house. Like, I've done like over like 50 national television commercials. I was the television commercial. I was the Popeyes guys, the McDonald's guy, the Burger King guy. I don't know if you remember the Popeyes. It was a big campaign. I've done Coors, Bud Light, Bud Bowl.
Oh, you lit.
Yeah, the IBM. I think I did every fast food. I don't think I did Taco Bell, though. I don't think I did Taco Bell or Carl's Jr., but everybody else, I kind of pretty much got in. I did like 10 commercials for McDonald's. And that's how I made my living. And then I did this campaign for 7-Up where I was a voiceover for 7-Up, and that's how I bought my house. I don't know if y'all remember the 7-Up commercials with the black guy. I used to be a black guy. Orlando Jones was doing it. And then after he did it, I did the voiceover for it. But it was a cool campaign. But that's it. And then just, House Party. Tisha Campbell. Hi, Tisha Campbell. I'm looking at you. You look like Tisha Campbell. You already know. I did House Party, and then I did a morning show. We were nominated for a daytime Emmy. It was called In the Zone. It was a sports show that came on right before the baseball game on Fox. Yeah, I did. It's a lot of stuff, man, over the years. You know what I mean? I've just been blessed. A lot of people wait tables in between gigs. I was fortunate enough to be a big time club promoter in LA. We had the biggest clubs in LA. So I did that when I wasn't working. And then with my friend Bentley Evans, who became the creator of the Jamie Foxx show, producer on the Martin show. They just did a Martin reunion, I heard. I ain't seen it. Yeah. So you guys know Bentley Evans is. He was an integral part of the Martin show. That's my guy. So that's what it was, man. I just went through and just did the auditions, did the movies, and worked long enough to get ready to retire and live out here in Thailand.
So during the pandemic, right. So during the pandemic, after you have traveled all over this world, but during the pandemic, you were in a situation in Thailand to decide to stay or to leave. What was it that made you stay? And then what was it that prompted you to build this show?
what made me stay is because I thought originally it was just gonna be it's just the flu, you know, we'll get through this, like, you know, it'll be over in a couple months, you know, it's not a big deal. So, you know, everybody thinks I'm this genius for like living in Thailand, but the real story is I was like Gilligan's Island, like a 3-hour tour. I thought I was just gonna be kicking it for a little while, so I was good. You know, I saved my money. I made some wise investments, so I was kind of cool. I have an Airbnb business in LA that kind of keeps me going. And then I was like, you know, I got to get another hustle, like, you know, because I already was planning on doing stuff out here. But when I came with Zoom to Thailand, it was originally called A Divorced Man in Thailand. I had all these different little names I was using, playing with. But I said, well, how can I be different from everybody else? Because there's so many podcasts. Like, what's going to make me different? I said, I got to take all of my experience and all of the people I know and create something different. So what I was doing before live stream, because I just did my first live stream like 2 weeks ago. So before I was actually doing recorded conversations. I got one with Bentley. I got one with the Black Power Ranger. All my black friends, not just black friends. I got
the Black Power Ranger.
Yeah, I got that. So I had a lot of my friends, and I would interview them, and I said, and I'll put it together and make something out of that, so it'll at least be different. But it ended up being a lot of work, you know what I mean? Because I didn't realize how much work you guys put in. I got to give you guys so much respect, because people that do these, y'all don't know, y'all watching, it's easy to watch and listen, but to produce a show, shout out to Tony, by the way, you know I love Tosh, my guy. It's a lot to put something like this together, and the hardest part is making it look easy. So we, you know, I put a lot of work doing that. Yeah, you know, just y'all, the way y'all look beautiful, the way y'all, I mean, just that right there is a process. You know what I mean? And then, so I know what it takes, but I just did that. I just said, I got to get a hustle. You know what I mean? So I said, let me figure out something, because, you know, I got all this footage. I go to the advantage I have over everybody else. Everybody else is doing their podcast in the state. Ain't nobody doing it from Thailand. So that was my angle. I said, I'm doing it from somewhere else. But the problem with that was, I couldn't catch the algorithms in the US, and I don't have an audience in Thailand. So I'm like, man, you know what I mean? I know I got something good, but nobody knows I'm out there. So, and then it went viral with one of my videos with my girl making grits. Who would have thought like grits would have put me on?
Grits is universal.
Yeah,
Grits is universal. It's black men all over this world still scared of grits because of Al Green. Like it's universal.
You gotta be OG to know about Al Green. See, you giving something away now. You got to be OG.
Slow down. I'm young, but I'm informed.
Hold on, I was about to say, you don't.
What you're not gonna do is add 10 to 15 years to my age bracket while you here.
Right. You don't have to be OG.
Get the time difference.
I didn't say old. I said OG. I did not say, oh, you trust me. I don't talk no more.
Okay, well, okay. I'll let that.
Okay, we just gonna make sure. That's all. We're just checking.
Informed. How about that? But that's like black folklore that only black people know. You know what I mean? Like we know that. Everybody knows that story. They hear about Al Green. I think there's one about Rod Stewart. Like those are the two stories we've always heard growing up. You know. But yeah, man, Al Green caught a bad one with that one, from what I understand. So that's what happens when you make a sister mad. That's why I don't make sisters mad. You dig?
So talking about sisters, I heard through the grapevine that you are basically campaigning for more human being black. I don't know color. More Morishmen to come on. You can't hear me?
Yeah, you said campaigning and then it went out. You said you campaigning and then it went out.
I said you're campaigning for more Moorish, black, Nubian men to come over to Thailand. I'm trying to figure out why. What is over in Thailand and what is wrong with us as to why our blacks are now. I'm joking. I'm not even about to get defensive because I'm actually very in this conversation. I'm so intrigued by it because I feel like I kind of know as to why you're campaigning for it, but I'm trying to get riled up real quick before we get it.
Okay. You know what's funny? Like, I'm so glad you asked that question because, you know, I heard the sisters is giving me the business. I heard they talking bad about me out there. I heard I'm just getting beat up. Well, not you. I appreciate it. You know what I mean? But I'm saying I've heard, you know, they going in on me in the Willie D Live comment section and stuff. And it's like, I want to set the record straight. I'm not just campaigning for black men. I'm campaigning for men, just period. I'm black. My audience is, I can't say what my audience is. I know my audience is predominantly men. They don't say what race. It says like I might have like a 97% male audience. And the reason why is because it's just like you guys do. Like when y'all go get y'all groove back, when y'all want to go to Jamaica and meet Tay Diggs, when y'all want to blow up somebody's car, it's all praise. Like, oh yeah, girl, blow his car up. Yeah.
But why Thailand though?
Huh? I'm gonna get there. I'm
Okay.
gonna get there. But I'm just saying, I'm saying that sometimes it's kind of a double standard. Like I said earlier, like Thailand, I did not plan on being here. This was my angle to do something and take advantage of what it is. Because number one, Thailand is like to Asia is like what Mexico is to America. Everything's cheaper, everything's cool. So that's kind of like what it is. It's like the way we get treated out here as human beings, because we know that, black men really don't get the respect they deserve, especially with the police and just being fair, jobs, payment. Like we really don't get our just due a lot of times. Not all the time, but a lot of times we don't get our just due. So to me, this place has a little bit of everything. Number one, we'll respect. When we meet people, they bow. Like when I come in my guard-gated community, the security guard stands up and bows. Like it's just the feeling of respect that you get as a human being, as a man.
It's empowering.
It really is. It really is. And I think every man should feel that. I'm not trying to necessarily encourage men to move away and leave sisters, because like I said in one of my podcasts before, like sisters are our first love. You know what I mean? Like, that's our first love. So it's not that. It's just the fact that I think we should all grow and expand. And I think women should too. I think you guys should get out and expand and see how big the world really is. And that's what I push. I push the world is a big place. Enjoy yourself and see what works for you. So hopefully I answered that question.
So the reason why I picked up my phone, I think what you said you're responsible for. I'm sorry, T. Gray.
No.
But there are a lot of people who are very curious as to why they wanted. You said what?
Go ahead.
No, I was saying there are people on the live who are pretty much trying to figure out as to why Thailand, and I said that's because it's more of the feeling of feeling like a human being, like I too matter, I have value. The fact that you say he bows, it's a lot of honor and respect in Thailand. So I just wanted to reiterate that on the live for as to people as to why they were curious.
Yeah, that's definitely about respect, because you feel totally different. Because out here, they're not tripping off race like that. They look at it like this: foreigners are foreigners. If you black foreigner, Mexican foreigner, Asian foreigner, Russian foreigner, we're all foreigners to them. So that's just how they look at it. You know what I mean? So they don't really, I haven't experienced any type of mistreatment or anything like that. And that's part of the reason I'm here, and now I have a successful channel by the grace of God. Like everything goes through God. God knows the plan. Like I did not plan to be here. And I definitely didn't know things were going to take off the way it did, because I was ready to quit, because wasn't nothing happening. Like, I started in April. And I wasn't really taking it seriously. I was golfing all the time, like I'm about to do when I finish with you guys, golfing. and then it went viral, and everything just kind of boom. And now, I went from, I think, a little under 5,000 subscribers in
wow.
And now it's up to like 52. You know what I mean? So it's like that's a blessing. You know what I mean? And I don't discount any of my blessings. There was a plan and a reason to be here. But let me ask y'all as sisters. Let me reverse the question on you guys. So me doing this and talking about Thailand and empowering people in general, not just men but everyone, do you think that's a bad thing that I'm doing this? Am I setting the wrong example for my brothers in the States? Do you think?
I'm ready. I can answer. I want to answer. Okay.
I want to answer too. I think we all should answer that question.
Yeah, I want dibs on it. I think for me, I don't think that it's bad, because like you said, there's a point of why you're doing it, and it's well explained. So I completely understand it. And I've actually been to Thailand, because this is something that we all were talking about outside of.
Nice.
I've been to Thailand, and there was a lot of what I would call them, or what my crew at the time would call them, because I performed there. We call them lady boys. So it was.
I'm gonna address that too.
Okay. So for me, that was like a lot of my experience there at Thailand. Don't get me wrong, I loved it there. I completely loved it there. And we did like a big tour around Asia. So I got to get a gist of, a taste of everything in, different places. But for Thailand, like I said, as much as I loved it, it was like, there's a lot of little lady boys. And to bring, when I first heard of your narrative and like what you were trying to do, I was like, well, why are you taking our good black men, away to go there where I know that there's a lot of lady boys? And I was like, no, keep them here because I want them. I don't want to give them away to the lady boys. That's where I was at. But now that you explained it, I completely understand where you're coming from. So I wouldn't say that you're wrong at all because I feel like every man needs to feel that.
And thank you. I appreciate that what you're saying. But let me just make this perfectly clear. Y'all listeners, everybody check 1 2, check 1 2 1 2. Make sure we get this. I love a natural woman. Period. So there is I don't even see any, not to say it doesn't exist, because it does exist. This is absolutely true. But I don't even see that. Like when men, so you're a woman and you've been here, so you have the right to say what you're saying. But when men say that to me, I'd be like, dude, all these fine women out here and you worried about lady boys? Because me personally, I'm not a big drinker, so I don't get drunk. I don't need that excuse to say I was drunk. I know the difference. I look at the feet. I look at the sound of the voice. It's a mannerism. See, the thing, and I'm not trying to be offensive to anybody that chooses to be what they want to be. I'll make that clear. But I'm just going to say, what makes a woman beautiful is a woman is just a woman. The way y'all carry yourself, the way y'all move, the way y'all do things. A man trying to pretend to be a woman, in my opinion, I'm not trying to offend anybody. They have to, at least from my experience, they have to try harder. They got to do the extra to prove that they're a woman. A woman just a woman. So that's kind of like how I look at it, man. And like I said, no offense to anybody. I'm not trying to offend nobody or get your station banned. I'm just saying, I hear a lot about the ladyboy stuff, but I'm from LA. You got it in LA. Yeah. You got it in Atlanta. I mean, it's everywhere you go. Brazil, like it ain't like it's just Thailand. Like we just sitting out here with the land of ladyboys. It's everywhere. So, and then you got to accept that for what it is. And I personally think, maybe some of them might do that because that's the best hustle for them. Like, I don't know what their reason. Maybe that's how they feel on the inside, and God bless them. Let them rock. You know what I mean? But I personally, I personally rock with a natural woman. And that I don't see anything wrong with that. I shouldn't have to apologize for that. I think that's just what it is, and that's the way I'm rocking till the wheels fall off. I'm good. Mm-hmm. Okay, so thank you. So where was you in Thailand when you saw these lady boys? Because they're everywhere. I admit that. But where did you go?
This was a while ago. Years ago. I was just performing there, but it took us by surprise because nobody really gave us a heads up. So, walk into like a regular store and then I'm looking at a boy, but then they had longer nails than me. I'm like, well, wait a minute, what's happening here? And then we had like a show, and I used to perform like a stage and stuff. We used to bring people on stage, and it was like, oh, let's bring the girls on stage. They would get on stage. We was like, wait, man, these not all girls, they ladyboys. Right. So it was just like a big nobody told us, so it was it caught us by surprise, but it was still a
girl. Where you been? They've been out, bitch. You got that in the States though. Now it's almost like it's normal.
Yeah, we got it in the States, but I expected in the States. I'm like, I'm in a whole new world. You know what I'm saying? We in Thailand, and you see all this different stuff and culture shock, and then you're like, wait a minute.
Hold on, take it back.
Yeah, it was just unexpected. That's all.
Yeah, I got you. I'm a little sensitive to it because people are. That's one of the first things I hear, and it's like, I mean, why would you? It's almost like if a white person goes to a black neighborhood and goes, "Wow, they're actually articulate. Whoa, they actually really don't shoot each other all the time." It's almost like. You know what I mean? No, food, that's like a certain section. You know what I mean? We don't all get down like that, you know. So it feels like it's a stereotype that has a lot of truth to it, but at the same time, that's not what this place is all about. At least not my experience. You know, so that's what's up.
So T Gray, what are your opinions? Remember the question he asked was.
Yeah, I want y'all to say y'all had that same energy y'all had before I got here. I want the smoke. Give me the smoke.
I'm gonna give you the smoke.
I mean, so here's the thing. I'm gonna be quite honest with you. I don't know the full backstory on what you said or how you said it. From what I gather, you said something to the effect that you want to take the black men to Thailand, or that you want them to come on. You
to be honored, to be treated like a king.
So I don't know exactly what you said, but I would say this. I think that Black people in general should be well traveled.
Yes. That's what I said.
I don't think that there is one place or another where only women or only men should be. I think that we all should be well traveled. We all should go to Thailand. We all should go to Australia. We all should go wherever the hell we want to go and experience life and have a good time. Now, if you one brother and you walk out your house and you don't see another brother for 20 miles, I can understand why you might be seeing another brother there. I get it. But I think that, I don't know, maybe the audience may have taken what you said out of context. I just personally, I think that people in general, especially people of color, that we should all be well traveled. We shouldn't be just only seeing what's available and what's here in the US. We should all be able to experience other cultures and have a good goddamn time while we do it.
That's right.
That's my opinion. But what did you say? What did you say that got people so upset?
No,
that's what I'm trying to understand, because first of all, I never specified Black. I never attacked Black women. I never said anything that would I thought would anger Black women. I never said take them away. You know, we say go where you're appreciated, not tolerated. So, and I also said I think all of us should travel everywhere. You know what I mean? I started with that Stella got a groove back then because she was traveling way before I was. Go ahead.
Flag on the play. So you said to go where you're appreciated, not tolerated. That's what
I said. My writers said. That's what my writers say, and I agree. So you can say
Oh no! Oh, I don't agree with your writer.
Okay, I'm gonna say that.
You shouldn't go. Well, I gotta hear this. So you shouldn't go where you're appreciated. Why would you?
No, I don't agree with the context, because that statement and saying it in that way on that type of platform, I see where and why it could be taken way left. Because to say that would then say that here, Black men in general, whomever got offended, that they weren't appreciated, that they were only tolerated. So I can see why that would create a discontent among the audience. Definitely, I can see that. But I get where you were going with it. Maybe where your writers went was to the left. That's my now that I know, people should still be well traveled.
Okay,
but we're not traveling over there with your writers.
I'm in agreement with you.
You got fingers in my face. You know you mean it when you put the fingers in the face.
Look, I'm in agreement with you. Actually, I think that Black men are the least tolerated. I mean, the most tolerated people, period, because they're not respected. They don't get treated the same. Dogs and animals and LGBTQ get put over our Black human beings. So I'm gonna just keep that a fact, because that is a statement that they're more targeted than anyone else in the United States. In foreign countries, there are so many different shades, because Black or hue, Moorish, we make every shade. So anywhere we go, we can find us. We can identify with certain features and stuff like that. And we are honored more in foreign countries. We are appreciated more by foreign women than we are by our own American Black women. Because if you go on the internet right now, you're going to see so much memes and targets. Black men ain't shit. They all dogs. I can't find nobody worthy of dating. Check into my episode Single as Fuck, because it definitely covers that. They're not appreciated. So I agree. Go somewhere, get a time experience, get exposed to being honored and respected, and know how it is supposed to be treated. So that way we can have our Black men come back to us and say, you know what, sis, now I know how to lead. Now I know how to be the man that you need me to be. And I got exposure from somewhere else. And I didn't completely and solely rely on you to build me. Now, however, we're supposed to do that to me, right? Because we have a nurturing gene in us. We're supposed to pull our black men up, right? However, we're broken too. Right. And we got to get exposure too. And we got to go and know what it's like to be honored by. Let me tell you something. Them Haitian men, look. If you want to be loved, find yourself a Haitian man. I ain't never experienced one yet until I do it. Okay. You know what I'm saying? But when I did, it opened me up that, oh, there are different cultures and different people that can love you the way that you want to be loved. Only secluded to this particular area that you're in. Go to New York, go to California, go wherever you can possibly reach. I think that we should, because it will allow us to know that we're valued and we're appreciated. But sometimes when you're in the trenches together, when you're so close to the light, you're blinded by it and you can't see the value in a person because you're right there in front of them. But when you made that statement, black men should go to X20, all the black women came together and said, why are you saying that? Y'all be the main one saying that we ain't shit though. I see it every day. I see that more than anything else. So when that statement is being said, I'm sorry. Y'all already know that I'm pro my men and I'm also pro my women. And we have to learn that we literally would say in the same breath, black men ain't shit. But why he want to go fuck with that woman? I'm just saying. I'm done. My bad.
I think though society as a whole can't be blamed for that. Like, I get that the US in general treats the black male one way. And I can get that your experience with most black women is that. But my experience is total opposite. Most, if not 99% of the black women I know appreciate black men. 99%. But that's because I choose the black women that I'm around. You know what I mean?
You need to write a book.
Yeah. I choose who I hang with. I choose who I engage with. I engage with like-minded people. Yeah. So in my circle, we're different than that. So I don't think that if you send a person away to be appreciated elsewhere, that they're going to come back with this, oh, now I know. I think that that's a little far-fetched, but I get it though. I get it. There was nothing wrong with people getting up and saying, hey, if this isn't for me, there's nothing wrong with exiting stage left. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I'm not saying that. What I was saying is pretty much exposure is good for the soul, period. I'm well traveled, and I've been traveling since I was 4 and 6 years old to other different countries to see what it was like. So that is where my perspective comes from. The women around me, yes. My circle is small though. I don't have a large circle or a large network. My black women in my circle, we appreciate our men. We love on our men. And yes, we do talk to them about the things and how they can grow and something like that. But I'm just saying, it is a fact. If you Google it right now, if you was to look on the internet right now and just put in black man, I did it just a second ago, you're going to see more negative, more disrespectful, more degrading, unappreciative, not just from our women, but from everyone in the world.
That's the U.S. as a whole.
This is the U.S. as a whole. So I totally agree with what you're saying. My circle is legit solid. Everybody's married to a black man, and we appreciate and we worship the ground that our men walk on. But that's just us. That's us on this room right now. But the majority of society in itself, they're not portraying our men like they should be. They're not even portraying us. I don't even see us on the screen. I see more thotty bodies than anything else. That's another topic though. But I'm gonna go ahead and let you get your word in, because I know I see you sitting there patiently, and I'm sorry.
No problem.
This is a great topic.
It really is, because I'm really learning something. You know what I mean? I'm getting perspectives from beautiful, intelligent women, and it makes me open my mind. But I gotta give you pushback though. Now I don't want to offend you. I've been calling you Tisha Campbell, making a joke, but we're having a serious conversation. So, what can I address you? What's your name, sister? I want to make sure I say it correct when I address you. T. T. Okay, T. Miss T. The pushback I'm giving you is because I don't know. Do you have a passport? Like, have you traveled out of the country and where have you been? Okay. So have you been to Thailand?
I've left the country. Okay. No, I have not been to Thailand.
Okay, so but you've been outside of the country, right? So
Yes, I have.
So when you go outside of the country, when you come home, don't things look a little bit different? Don't you look at the world a little bit different? Because I know anybody I know that travels does.
Definitely don't feel as if society as a whole is pleasant here. I don't feel like everything that happens in the US is status quo and is as it should be and provides it, culture or respect. I don't think that. But I don't necessarily think that if a person says, let's just say, okay, I'm going to jump ship now because of how the US is, and I get someplace else. I don't think that because this other place treats me better, or treats me with more respect or whatever, that I'm going to then bring that back and say, okay, now I know how to be a better person here. I don't believe that. And I don't believe that the verbiage that's used is always politically correct when you're talking to the masses. I don't think to imply that somebody is unappreciated or just tolerated or whatever, because then now you've created a disconnect with the whole other audience, because now a whole other audience is offended. Now, if they're offended because of their own actions, granted, that's some personal shit. But in the grand scheme of doing media, we have to be cautious with what we say, because this is when we have the pushback. This is when you have the people who are up in arms and angry and upset. And I get that all publicity is what people want, whether it's positive or negative, but that negative can definitely be a downshift for some people. So I understand your stance. Hey, bruhs, come over here. This is a dope place. We having a great time. I get that. But I also get when you say, hey, my writers put it in there, I also get why certain people would take offense to that. Now, at the end of the day, whether or not it matters if people get offended by what we say, that's a personal thing. I don't care half the time. Y'all pay attention to Illastr8 whether or not people get offended by the shit I say. So, I get it. It's not that I don't understand it, but that's just my perspective.
Okay. My question was, do you look at life different when you come back to America from visiting somewhere? But that's all right. I'll take that.
But not, I do. I do. I take it way more easy for some reason. I do.
Okay.
I take what happens with a grain of salt.
Got you. Because what I was saying, once again, just to be clear, I didn't say that, but I agree 1,000%. I didn't say go where you appreciate, not tolerated, but I absolutely agree with that. That's the same thing. If I was in America, I was in a toxic relationship. Why would I stay in a toxic relationship with somebody just because I can, if they don't appreciate who I am and what I bring to the table? I'm moving. You know what I mean? I'm going to the next level. So I think that's generally what it means. I don't think it means to be offensive or say you got to take this or brothers leave that. It's not that. Like the sister said, it's like traveling's for everybody. We're not the only ones that can travel. Everyone has the right to go where they want, do what they want, and enjoy what works for them. Because I've been all over the world, everywhere from Brazil to Colombia. I haven't been to Africa. Africa is my next step after everything gets right. I'm going to Africa because my zoom to Thailand is just because I'm in Thailand. Like I said, I'm going to zoom to Africa. I'm going to zoom to Colombia. I'm going to zoom to Brazil. I'm going to zoom to Bali. I'm going everywhere. The world's a big place. And I just think, the more we see outside of our natural environment where we grow up, the more open we are to what the world has to offer, man. And it's like, I don't think I'll ever live in the U.S. again, like ever. Like I'll go there and visit because I miss my daughters. My youngest is in college now, but I did my 18. I made sure she was straight, graduated, and then I said, okay, now it's my turn to enjoy my life. So that's what I'm doing. Wasn't one of them deadbeat daddies. I did it all. You know what I mean? So traveling to me is my passion. It's not for everybody, but I don't think black men should feel guilty or any man, because we're the only race of people that does it. I do this with these travel vlogs. I don't see no other race that downs their own people for traveling. Like, it's like you're downing us for traveling. Like, where they do that at? Like, I just don't understand that concept. But I can understand the frustration with sisters, but at the same time, sisters, where's the accountability on both sides? Because I believe it's actually black men's fault that we're where we are. Because in the 70s, in the 60s, black men, when they separated the black family, that's when things got all disjointed and everything got screwed up. And sisters were so good and loving and caring and loyal. And a lot of brothers took advantage of that, had kids with those ladies with no father growing up in the house. They had kids and they had kids. And this is kind of like what we've come to. So I definitely don't blame it all on the sisters. We have to take a lot of that on, you know what I mean? But it's all of us have to come together and be accountable on both sides in order to grow, in my opinion. I could be wrong. Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry. I said usually when people are triggered, it's because of something inner. So I believe that inner outer, if I feel triggered by something, it's because it struck something within me. So we need to focus on that as well and take accountability as one of that. But I wanted to get into traveling. I know we have a lot of time, but how do people travel to Thailand? Because I heard that you were doing great things with that too as well, as far as like getting people to travel, making it more reasonable. Because I see everybody going to Thailand. I didn't even know Thailand was open back up.
Right.
I thought it closed. So give us some information about how you can get us to travel to Thailand.
Well, it's not. It's general information. I just partnered with a company called Crazy and Fearless Travel, Black-owned company. My man based out of Atlanta, Arthur Wiley, strong brother, smart brother. We just came together. I'll give Tony the link, whatever y'all can book through them. It's just like basically like kayak and all that stuff. It's just Black-owned. You know, trying to support him and help him support us because. We have to get out and travel. So it's just basically just booking a ticket. You know what I mean? It's nothing. There's no secret sauce to it. I plan on doing my own travel packages, hopefully by the summertime. But what happened was when I was talking about this, I only had like 4,800, 3,500 viewers. And I'm like, well, 10% of that or 5% of that, I can handle that. But since the channel took off, like everybody wants to come. So that's why I partnered with Crazy and Fearless Travel because I can't handle the load. But I'm gonna offer things where I personally come with them, play golf, you know, go out, do things, have experiences and stuff like that. But right now it's all about Crazy and Fearless Travel, and they will help you there. It's just a one-stop shop, crazyandfearlesstravel.com, where you can go and just come on. And that includes sisters. That includes sisters. That includes everybody. Yeah, so it ain't like a one thing. And y'all, please don't put that narrative on me that I'm trying to take the brothers away and I'm doing all, because that's not it. I'm speaking to my audience and that whoever my audience is. So because I love everybody and I want. My thing is about love. Like I don't have like you'll never hear me downgrading women and stuff like that. You'll never hear me talking negative on any of my stuff. But I will show an example of what I like. I'll show an example of what men like, because a lot of times. Women don't listen to us. Like we tell y'all what we like. We simple. You know what I mean? It's really 3 things we want. You know what I mean? And sometimes it gets real complicated to some women. So, you know, if y'all would just, not all, but if some women would just like hear because the Black man, we got to go through so much just without dealing with the Black woman, just dealing with it by ourselves. So when we come home from the sister, we want to pick me up, man. We want somebody to get you, say, man, go on back out there and fight and try not to get killed on your way out there. Try not to get killed while you have a hoodie on your head. Try not to get killed for having your hands in your pockets. Try not to get killed, all that. But when you make it home, I got you. That's all we need. We need them attaboys. I know I did.
Yeah. Respectfully. So where everyone can find you, where can they find you? Because I definitely want to make sure we can catch a little bit of a mix too. It was super great having you on the show. Very informative. I loved everything about it.
You look mad.
I'm sorry. This is Illastr8 Radio. So we are illustrating reading these text messages and I'm cracking the fuck up. I'm sorry. All right. So
no, I'm tired.
All your information and everything. What's going on?
Right. So now I see the names. Now I can give my shout out. First of all, let me give a shout out to Lucky. Thank you so much for having me. DJ Styletto in the house. That's what the Stiletto's in the background. T. Bray in the building. You know what I mean? Thank y'all so much, man, for having me. I appreciate it. T, you ain't mad at me, are you? Because I'm looking. I got some big eyes, and I'm seeing.
I can promise you that the only thing in my face is tired. No,
okay. You don't look tired. You look beautiful. I look tired. You look beautiful. So
thank you.
Say that, man. I really appreciate it. This is why I got to give another shout out to Tony, your producer, because I needed this. This is my first time since I've been in Thailand for 2 years. I haven't put on a jacket in 2 years, like, because the weather's pretty much the same all year round. And to be able to talk directly to sisters and hear how y'all feel and what you guys are thinking and your perspectives, it means so much to me. You know what I mean? Because I don't have a very wide.
You gotta have it on your show then.
Absolutely. But let me tell you something. Let me tell you something about that, though. I had a sister on the show. I don't know if you saw that episode. And she was talking about why black men are leaving and how the sisters are feeling a certain type of way. And it oh yeah, you have to see that, man. It's and it wasn't originally about that. It was just a recording. Like we were having a Zoom call about the celebrity golf tournament I'm doing in December. And then it kind of went into this kind of organically kind of went into this same kind of conversation. And she really explained how she felt. And she was articulate, she was funny, she was personable, she wasn't defensive, she was doing all the right things. So when we were done, I said, "Can I have permission to use this for my channel?" She was like, "Sure, you can use it." And cool. So I put it together, made a nice little thing. And man, the comment section lit her up. And she called me like 2 days later, like, "I need you to take that down. Like, I need you to take it down." So it's
I don't care about that.
Okay, because I'm just saying, because what I noticed about social media, man, they'll light you up sometimes undeservedly, because I don't think she really deserved it, because she was doing nothing but speaking positive, but black men were once again weighing in on their frustration. And like, well, she's 59, she's been married 2 times, and that's why she's single, because now she wants to change. They're filling in the blanks of why she's single, but we don't really know her story.
We don't know the story.
Yeah. So that's why I can't. I don't really comment too much in that. I usually try to respond to a lot of my people in the comment section, but I kind of leave that one alone because I don't think it's fair, because she's kind of. It's almost like, she's getting attacked for something she didn't even know what was going on. I had a part 2, but out of respect for her, I just didn't even put it up because I didn't want her to go through any more scrutiny. But I told her part 1 I couldn't take back, because once the toothpaste is out the tube, you can't put it back in. People can download it, make reaction videos. So
I can't make a reaction video.
Yeah. They going in. So I'm just letting y'all know. But you guys are more than welcome to come on and say what you want to say. And T, you can't be mean mugging either. T, get all your rest. Get all your rest, T.
Black women need
Not mean mugging. Look, don't give me up through the screen. Because what we're not going to do. It's like, no.
Richie Mac. Hey, can you hear me? This wasn't my face, baby. It don't have nothing to do with you, baby. I can promise you that I just left a 2-hour photo shoot. This girl is tired. I've been up since 5 a.m. Okay, I worked all day, left work, went to the studio. Bro, I'm tired. This ain't
how you look so good.
Okay,
how you look so good when you sleep?
Because I'm blessed.
And with that being said,
I wish I could get angry at somebody on here. I ain't got it in me. By the time this show starts, I ain't got it in me, bro. I don't look.
We don't take nothing. We don't take nothing on the show personal.
Let me give you that instead.
Get that right back. Get that right back.
Okay.
Love.
Okay. I don't even know if there's any black women that's kissing you in Thailand.
I got my tea.
There you go.
I got my tea. You know what I mean?
Make you feel better.
Well, again, pleasure having you on. I can't wait to actually. I'm definitely going to make sure I do a clip out of this episode. Yeah. It was really, really good having you on. I look forward to actually having you back on again, or possibly coming on to your show as well. You could definitely find me at Magical AF Podcast. I got a new episode out too. Single as fuck. Y'all definitely check it out. T Gray, what you got going on? Because we ain't get to fill you all the way out. So I know you had a new episode, and I cannot wait to see it because I know it's lit. So
that's something with T Gray. Oh, I want in on that. I want in on that. I mean, I want that smoke. Oh, so now we going into that lane. All right.
Yeah, sex talk with T Gray. You need to be on her show.
Ready.
Because you know I've been wanting to say something about them lips, but I said let me be respectful. I ain't gonna say nothing about them lips. I wanted to, and like all 3, I noticed something about all 3 of y'all. I ain't gonna say nothing. DJ Styletto, I see what you're working with too over there, so don't think I don't see what's going on. You can hide it on your want to. I see what's going on. But can I ask y'all a question before I go? Where are you guys from? Like, because I know you guys are based out of DC, but where all 3 of you guys are in DC? Where are you guys located?
I'm in Maryland.
Yeah,
Maryland. That's how I meant.
Same area.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Okay.
PG County-ish, Montgomery County-ish.
Now, Montgomery County, where is that? Where's Montgomery County? Forgive me for not.
Like
so, I'm in Bethesda.
Bethesda.
Are you Maryland?
Yeah, all Maryland.
We all Maryland.
Okay, got you.
Because I'm like 10 minutes from DC, so we just say DC because it's easier. You know what I'm saying? We're not Baltimore. We're
Give
not
us a
Baltimore,
biblical
but we Maryland.
Got you. So what? So because the sister, it's funny that the sister that was on my episode, the one you guys have to all watch. I told her, I said, if you want a good black man, go to Maryland. That's exactly what I said, because black people are on a whole nother level.
They ain't going to Virginia whole time.
Don't y'all do that. Don't y'all do that. Don't y'all do that. I thought Maryland is proud. Oh my God, y'all. See? You see? That's my example.
I'm just telling you where I know they at.
You're not gonna like my episode, baby.
I'm telling you that they down the street. That's all. Helping y'all out.
If I didn't have to golf, I would stay on y'all another, because now I'm coming at all y'all. I got smoke for all y'all now. Y'all got to, because I'm from the West Coast. I'm from LA. Everybody comes from to everywhere else to LA with the fake phony shit. Because I grew up in LA. It's as real as it comes. Where I come from, Crip Bloods and getting it in, they will get off in your ass in LA. Like, it's real. But people come from everywhere else fronting, pretending they're somebody who they're not, because nobody can check.
Alex Thomas that was golfing on your show?
Alex Thomas is not. I have him in my opening title segment. I have clips of him golfing, but that's his event.
We can have you on this show forever, because we so way like
I know we about to get up off of here, because this past
we gotta you might have to come to the after party. We don't need you to stay on air. Don't go nowhere. It's early morning. He got a lot of energy. It's early in the morning. My man got a lot of energy. So shout out to you as well for being here with us, because we know it's a major time difference as well. DJ Styletto, can you give us like a little bit of a mix? I need some kind of music in my
Before we do that, I'm going to give my social media.
Oh, my bad. Go ahead. My bad. I thought you already did that. My bad. I saw it at the bottom. My bad.
No worries. Y'all motherfuckers, make sure you follow me. Okay. Shit.
Next talk with
T Gray.
Next talk with T Gray.
I'm on YouTube, you guys. Check out my newest episode with Daniel J yesterday, which it was lit. It was super, super fun. I just finished a dope photo shoot with conversations with comedians. We're moving to a new station, you guys, so you all stay posted for that. And if you need some sex advice, if you want to get some of my merch, you guys, www.sextalkwithtgray.com.
I ain't never gonna get to play golf. Wait, I gotta hear about this sex. Wait, what's sex advice? What's sex advice?
You need to go to YouTube.
What you do is you go on the website. Okay, when you get there, you want to click a little button. You want to give me your money. I'll tell you everything you want to know for an hour. $75.
Okay, the game is to be sold, not to be told. I got you.
Everything.
Okay.
Styletto say she had her free consult.
Okay. All right, I remember that. I'm definitely gonna remember that. But yeah, I got smoke for you, T Gray. We got to talk. But I thank you guys for so much for having me. Appreciate y'all. I look forward to seeing y'all again. And whenever you zoom to Thailand, I got you. You understand me? Because what I do know, we offer family packages as well. And there's right on the beach, there's a mall, right? And on top of the mall is a hotel. So you can't get any better. There's a Hilton with a mall up under it. So you know what I mean? So it's a little something for everybody out here. You know what I mean? $10 massages, $7 foot massages. Y'all can't be mad at $7 foot massage, $10 oil massage, can you?
For the low? I get a blow for the low. I mean, a massage.
You get a blow.
Is that included?
You said a blow for the low. I don't know what's included. I'm just checking what the massage is.
Gotta save it for sex talk with T Gray. Okay.
Yes.
You gotta act like you don't know.
I want to be a part of that show too, because I know some things.
Absolutely. I think we got to come in. Yeah.
But anyway, great day. Y'all thank you for being here with us. Make sure y'all check us back here next week at 9 p.m. live on WEMS Radio. Make sure you hit like, subscribe, follow, all of that stuff on our YouTube channel. Check out all our previous episodes on 7 On Demand channel, Roku TV. That's where we'll be. And DJ Styletto gonna take us out on the 1, 2s, and 3s.
Yeah, check. I am Dj Styletto. This is Illastr8 Radio. Thank our guests. And wherever you are in the world, we hope you rock with us each and every Wednesday. You know what it is. Illastr8, 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. Check it back. Thanks for today. Peace and blessings tonight.
I was born by the river. I was shaking that ass, bending over, popping pussy. I was making that cat.